If you own a diesel truck and you're still changing your oil based on what the manual says, you might be slowly killing your engine without even knowing it. I'm not talking about a little wear and tear. I'm talking about the kind of damage that turns a 300,000-mile engine into a $15,000 rebuild before 150K. And the worst part? Most of it comes down to one simple mistake. A mistake 8 out of 10 diesel owners make every single oil change. But here's the good news. Fix this one thing, and you could add 100,000 plus miles to your engine's life. Today, I'm breaking down the 5 real-world oil change strategies that actual diesel mechanics use on their own trucks. Not dealership recommendations, not corporate maintenance plans, but proven tricks that keep diesels running strong in the real world. And trust me, trick number 5? It's going to shock you. Most diesel owners think they're doing the right thing by following their owner's manual. 10,000, 12,000, even 20,000-mile oil change intervals. But here's the truth. Those numbers are based on perfect lab conditions, short trips, no towing, clean air, ideal temps. Real life? Not so much. Diesel engines produce way more soot, acids, and fuel dilution than gas engines, and modern emission systems like EGR and DPF make it worse by pumping exhaust gases straight back into your oil. That means every extra mile past 6,500 is letting liquid sandpaper circulate through your engine. Acids eat away at bearings. Additives in your oil get used up. And by 10K, that oil isn't protecting your engine. It's attacking it. Pros don't wait. They change oil every 5,000 to 6,500 miles, no exceptions. Think it's expensive? A $60 oil change every 6K costs $300 per 30,000 miles. A full engine rebuild? $12,000 to $18,000. Spend a little now or pay massively later. Your call. Here's a false economy that's destroying diesel engines across America. Reusing oil filters. It's just one more oil change, right? Wrong. Your oil filter doesn't just catch dirt. It traps soot, sludge, and metal particles. Once it's used, it's already clogged at a microscopic level. When you reuse it, fresh oil is forced through a restricted filter which can trigger bypass mode, meaning unfiltered oil flows straight into your engine. And in modern diesels with high-pressure turbos, that's a death sentence. Turbos spin at 150,000 RPM and need perfectly clean oil. One speck of grit can score the shaft cause oil leaks and lead to turbo failure, a $3,000 plus repair. Always install a new, high-quality filter every single time. Not every other. Not if it looks clean. Every single time. And don't cheap out. Use OEM or premium brands like Wix, Baldwin, or Donaldson. That extra $8 could save you thousands. You might not realize it, but your daily commute could be sabotaging your oil. Short trips, school runs, grocery stops, quick errands. Don't let your engine reach full operating temperature, 180 to 200 degrees Fahrenheit. And when that happens, moisture from combustion doesn't evaporate. It stays in the crankcase, mixes with oil, and forms corrosive acids. Unburned fuel also dilutes the oil, thinning it out and reducing its ability to protect. The result? Sludge, acid wear, and premature oil breakdown. Even if you're changing oil every 6,000 miles, if you're only driving 5 to 10 miles at a time, your oil is working overtime. The fix? Once a week, take a 20 to 30 minute highway drive at 55 plus mph. Let the engine heat up, burn off contaminants, and reset the oil's condition. If your driving is mostly short trips, drop your interval to 5,000 miles. Your engine will thank you with smoother starts, less wear, and longer life. Your engine is talking. Are you listening? Here's how to know your oil change routine isn't cutting it. First, metal flakes on the dipstick. Wipe it clean and look closely. If you see shiny particles, that's internal wear. Your oil isn't protecting anymore. Second, thick, sludgy oil. Diesel oil turns black fast, that's normal. But if it's gummy or tar-like before your change, it's breaking down. Third, hard cold starts. Thick, contaminated oil doesn't flow fast in cold weather, starving critical parts at startup. Fourth, increased oil consumption. If you're topping off between changes, worn rings or seals could be letting oil burn, often caused by dirty oil. These aren't small issues. They're red flags. If you see any of them, shorten your oil change interval immediately. Drop to 5,000 miles, upgrade your filter, and consider switching to a better oil. Your engine isn't being dramatic. It's begging for help. Stop picking oil based on price or what's on sale. The right viscosity depends on your driving, not some generic recommendation. If you tow heavy loads, live in Arizona summers or Minnesota winters, or drive in dusty areas, you need oil that can handle stress. For most American diesel owners, that means 15W40 full synthetic. It flows well in cold starts but stays stable under high heat. Synthetics outperform conventional oils in every way. Better soot handling, less oxidation, longer additive life. And always check the spec. Look for API CK4 or FA4 on the bottle. These are designed for modern emission systems. Don't fall for universal oils. Use what's built for your engine's demands. And remember, thicker isn't always better. Too thick, and oil won't reach critical parts on startup. Too thin, and it breaks down under load. Match the oil to your toughest driving condition, not your average. Here's the most common oil change mistake, and it's so simple to fix. Never change your oil when the engine is cold. Most people do it first thing in the morning or after the truck's been sitting all night. Big mistake. Cold oil is thick and sticky. It doesn't drain completely. Contaminants settle in the pan, oil cooler, and remote passages, and stay there mixing with your fresh oil. Hot oil. It's fluid, it flows, it carries sludge and soot out with it. So here's the pro move. Drive your truck for 5 to 10 minutes before the oil change. Just enough to warm up the oil, not red hot, just warm. Then drain it. You'll remove 20 to 30% more contaminants. And do the same with the filter. Warm oil flows better through it, so you get a cleaner swap. This one step dramatically increases the effectiveness of every oil change. Combine it with shorter intervals, fresh filters, and the right oil, and you're not just maintaining your engine. You're future-proofing it. These aren't gimmicks. They're real-world strategies used by diesel mechanics on their own trucks. Spend a little more on oil now or pay a fortune later. The choice is yours. If this saves your engine, hit like, subscribe, and share it with a fellow diesel owner.